Welcome. I'm Paulette Reese-Tenney. Thank you for your interest in this fantastic dance form, tribal style belly dance. The style and the steps I will be showing you are derived from the time-honored tradition of community-oriented dance. They are inspired primarily by the tribal and folk dances of the Middle East and North Africa. Having been passed down through several generations and countries, these movements have been developed and adapted to the needs and desires of dancers today. And here we are. Before we get started, I'd like to tell you about the different segments of this video. We always start with warm-up exercises. It's very important to get your body warmed up before you do strenuous dance movements. It's good for strengthening and toning and will help to avoid any injuries. Then I will lead you through several beginning dance steps with some variations. Please take your time learning these moves so that you are comfortable with each step before you move on to the layers. We will then move on to more practice time. Dawn and Jeanette, who've been dancing with me for several years and dance in my troupe, the Gypsy Caravan, will join me in leading you through all the steps and the transitions between them. You'll also be seeing clips of the dancers from the Caravan dancing together, repeating the movements. As you watch the troupe perform, you will be able to better understand how the dance is formed and how we dance together. We're developing a common language with this dance, and we can communicate with our eyes and our bodies. You'll notice how we do the same steps together, yet there is room for individual personalities. That is the beauty of this dance. Now let's get warmed up. Let's start with our warm-up exercises. Keep your feet close together. Close your eyes for a moment, placing your hands on your belly. Chin up, your neck is long, your shoulders are down and slightly back. Your chest is open. Your hips are tucked comfortably under. Your knees are slightly bent. Take a deep breath. Keep yourself grounded. Feel your center. And raise your arms up overhead. Stretch. Reach through your fingertips. Bending your right knee. Stretch your right arm up. Left. Stretch the side. Right. Left. Reaching forward with a flat back. Round yourself over to the ground. Keep the weight in the balls of your feet. Take another deep breath. Let your body stretch. Slowly roll up. And reach. Up. Right shoulder up. Left. Right. Left. And over. Down. And let yourself hang. Feel the stretch up the back of the leg. Bending your knees, lift your heels. Straighten, head down. Bend, straighten, bend, straighten, bend, straighten, slowly roll up. Straighten yourself out into your head rolls. Circle around gently. Other direction. Straighten up. Shoulder rolls. forward, up, back, down, forward, up, back, reverse. Let's slide our ribs to the right, center, and left, center, right. Keep your hips square and still. Right, left, right, left. Now stretching up, reach with your ribs, stretching your abdomen. Up, 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 and small ribcage circles around. Other direction, left, back, right, front. And bending your knees, tuck your pelvis forward, back, gently. Now small hip circles. Use your knees and your thighs. Other direction. And feet further apart. And larger hip circles. Really open up your hip joints. Other direction. And center. Turn your toes slightly out, bending your knees over your toes. Straighten, arms up, shoulders down. Bend. Straighten. Make sure you stay tucked under, back is straight, chest is lifted. Okay, shake it out a little bit. Stretching our hands, push, 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 push. Let it roll back. A little bit bigger. Open up the ribs. And take it into your hand and wave. Feel the tension and the fluidity. Pushing with the heel of your hand as it rolls up. And other hand. Push and roll. Be really aware of every finger. Keep your elbow up. And shake those out. Let's go down to our knees. On your right knee with your left leg out, with your knee pointed toward the ceiling. Keep your left hand on your leg and take your right arm up and over, stretching to the side. And looking up toward the ceiling. Open and sit down. Your left leg in front and your right foot on your left thigh. Grabbing the outside of your left foot that is now flexed with your right arm, your right hand, taking your left arm behind and pull yourself down. Up, sliding your right leg underneath, crossing your left leg, your right arm on the outside of your left leg. Take your left arm up and over as you twist your spine and look to the back with your head and your eyes. Keep your chest lifted and your shoulders down. Grabbing both feet, cross your legs, knee over knee, sitting flat on the floor, bending forward. That's a great stretch. Okay, let's try that on the other side. Right leg out, point it up. Lean. Looking up to the ceiling. Up. Sit down. Right foot is flexed. Reach around, right arm behind your back. Come up, slide your left leg under, your right leg up. Make sure your knee is up toward the ceiling. And take your arm up and over. Twisting, look with your head and your eyes. And grabbing both feet, knee over knee, down. Roll up onto your hands and knees, turning back onto your toes, straighten your knees, push back into your hips. Come through and round up. Push back. Back. Walk your hands back. Roll up. There. Shake everything out a little bit. And now we're ready to start with our movements. The first move that we're going to do is called Taksim. It's a figure 8 with your hips. Bend your knees. Toes are slightly turned out. Make sure that your knees are bent over your toes. Your posture slightly tucked under in the hips. Ribs lifted. Chest open, shoulders down and back. And for now, let's keep our hands on the back of our hips. We're going to take our hips into a figure 8 from side to side. So you drop your hip down, up and over, and the other side goes down, up and over. So you can draw that figure 8 with your hip bone. And you want to make sure that you stay tucked under. You want to keep your shoulders level so the movement is all from your ribs down to your knees. And to reverse that move, it's called Maya. You want to take your hip up and over and around. So you're still making a figure 8 with your hips. And watch how my thighs and my knees are working with my hips. See it from the back. Up, out, down and around. Up, out, down and around. When you feel comfortable with that, we can walk with it. What you will do is roll with your feet and go from side to side. And out. Bring your left foot in. Step out on your right foot. Bring your left foot in. And out. In. Up, out, down and around. Try it going to the left. Now you can also walk with Maya doing quarter turns. Quarter turns mean that there are 4 turns to make one whole. So we're starting with the right foot. We're going to rotate to the left and turn 1 quarter turn and stay in place with your left hip. Turn with your right hip, bring it back in. Quarter turn. And quarter turn. Again, right, left, Okay, let's move up into our arms. Starting with your arms open, bending your elbows, lift them up slightly and back. Your palms are facing forward. We're going to make circles with our hands from the wrist. Circle around, front, around and front. Keep your shoulders down. I'm bringing my middle finger and my thumb slightly together. Now let's walk our arms up. Keeping your shoulders down and the elbows slightly bent, framing your face. Dropping your right arm. And your left arm. Now reverse your circle. In. Reverse again. Walk it up. Reverse your circle and walk it down. Be aware of your posture still. Again, reverse. Walk it down. And let them come to rest. Shake them out a little bit. Snake arms. You want to lead up with your elbow and your wrist. Lead it up. Now you need to release your shoulder so that you don't roll that. And drop your elbow and let it roll down. Lift your elbow up. And roll down. Being conscious of your fingertips. Left arm. And roll. Up. Both together. And you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, a little bit smaller. All right. Moving into our ribs and our upper torso and being aware of your positioning. Let's start first with our feet together. You're going to take your rib cage into the 4 corners, including your shoulders. So you're going to lift up on a diagonal, slide the whole upper torso over, slide it back, slide it over. You want to keep your hips still, keep your knees bent. Your knees are almost always bent, and keep tucked under here so you put no pressure on your lower back. Up and over, slide back, slide over. It's a small movement. Lift up, over, back, back, up. Now round your corners. Pay attention to your breath. Inhale up, exhale back. Let's try the other direction, starting to the left corner to the right. Back, back, up. Another foot position you can use when you feel stable with that movement is called the easel position. Starting with your right foot in front, bending your knee. Bring your left leg behind with your left heel off the floor, your knees open, You're leaning your calves against, your back calf against your front calf. So you're becoming really solid, your hips are really solid, you've got your balance, and you're very centered. Now try doing rib cage in that foot position. Moving around your center. Inhale up and back. You can add a wrist accent in front of your shoulder. Circle and ribs back. Inhale. Let's try that on the other leg. Left foot in front. Nice and secure in your hips. Left. Back, adding your wrist, up, back, up, back, up, back, okay. If you'd like to stretch your back out for a brief moment. The next step we'll work on is called structural roll. Your feet are in a similar position, but they're not locked together. So let's break it down. What the legs are doing, straighten your right leg, and then bending your right leg. Your left leg is already bent. You bring your weight center. And straighten, your weight moves forward. Bending, your weight comes back center. You have to be straight over yourself so you don't lose your balance. Straighten and back. Straighten, back. And as you straighten, you're going to lift your ribs up on a diagonal in front of you. Slide them back. And as you bend your knees, you're going to tuck your pelvis under. Up, back, tuck. Straighten up, back, tuck. Up, back, tuck. What you'd like to do with that is make the movement flow together. It's very snake-like. All right, let's try the structural roll on the left leg. Up and back. Up, back. So you lift, slide, tuck. Lift, slide, tuck. This movement will take us into several different steps. What we're going to learn next is Arabic walk. You're going to slide your back foot under your front foot as you walk. So as you step and lift, and slide your back foot, raising your front heel and tucking your pelvis. Up and tuck. Up, tuck. Up, tuck, up, tuck, up. You want it to be very fluid. Try it with your left foot. Up and tuck. Up. sure that you keep your shoulders down. And the movement is all mid-torso. There are several variations on that walk also, and we will learn those later. The next step I want to show you is one of my favorites. It's called Gawazi. Gawazi means gypsy, or soldiers of love, invaders of the heart. I love saying that. Think of that when you do this step. Bending your knees. You want to swing your hips up to the right and down and up to the left. So you're making like a half moon with your hips. Right, left, right, left, up, up. Almost think of slamming a car door shut. Up, left, right. And when you walk with this, right foot, right hip. They go together. Right, left, right, left. Right, flat-footed, knees stay bent all the time. And you can try it faster. Right, left, right, left, right, left. Make it small and subtle, or you can make it big, big hips. Move that fringe. A variation on this is step down, down, now go back on your toes, back, keeping your knees bent. Try that faster. Down, down, up, up. Okay. The next step is a hip bump, which also has several variations. Starting with your weight on your supporting leg, now being your left foot. The ball of your right foot is on the floor, your right heel is up. Both knees are bent, spine straight, chest open. Pushing your right hip up, up, up. Come back to center, up, 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 up. Let's try that on the left hip. Up, up, up. Now we can move in a straight line across the room with that, and that's called a choo-choo. You're going to scoot your left foot behind you, up, together, up, together, up, in, up, in, up, in, up. Let's try that double time. Start with your hip, up, 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 up. And scooting. Left side, up, 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 up. Scoot. That's pretty fast. Let's try it slow. Up, up, scooting. left side. Now, we can also turn in a circle around ourselves, pivoting on the ball of our left foot. And scoot around. Take 8 counts to get around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and turn. Try it on the other side. Eight counts to get around. 1, 1. And that is the first variation of your pivot hip turn. The next move I'd like to show you is called Egyptian Basic. Again, these are bent, and let me break this down for you. Step right, touch left. Step, touch. What your feet are doing, crossing your knee. Now that foot that's touching, that hip is going to come up. Step up. You twist a little bit, bring it up on a diagonal. One, two, 1, 2. Step, hip, step, hip, step, hip, step, hip. And if you feel good with that, you can add your arms. Starting with them open, the same toe, hip, that arm goes up. Step, hip, step, hip, step. Don't let your arms fall below shoulder level. And you can do quarter turns with that. Again, 4 turns make a whole. You're starting on your right foot. You're going to turn to your left. Step the first one in place, turn. Step in place, turn. Step in place, turn. Step in place, turn. Again. Turn. And you can try that going the other direction. Now let's work on a shimmy. This shimmy is a 3/4 shimmy, 3 counts. Right, left, right, rest. Left, right, left, rest. So you're actually doing it to 4 counts and resting on 4. A little bit faster. 1, 2, 3, rest. 1, 2, 3, rest. Left, right, left. Right, left, right. Keeping your knees always bent. When you walk with your shimmy, again, you walk with your right foot, your right hip is leading. You step on 1. 1, 2, 3. Left, 2, 3. Right, 2, 3. Left, 2, 3. Back up, back, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Forward. Shimmy much faster. That comes with lots of practice. We'll work on that after a while. Taking the hip shimmy into our shoulders. We're going to do a little shoulder shimmy. Keeping your arms up. Make sure you don't drop your elbows. Really need to work on strengthening your arms and your upper arms, holding yourself up, keeping open here and your shoulders back and down. With the shoulder shimmy, you're going to take it from the front of your shoulder. It's very subtle, counting 1, 2, 3. Left, right, left. 1, 2, 3. Left, right, left. Forward, forward. Go faster. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Shake it out a little bit. The next step I want to show you is a moving step taken from the Tunisian dances, or I call it Tunisian. Now, Tunisian moves are done on your toes, and the hips are more parallel to the floor. So we're going to step forward on our right foot, on our toe, up and back, up, back, up, back, up, back. We're going to throw our hips into that. Step up on your right foot and your right hip comes forward. Forward, take it back. Forward, take it back. Your right leg stays pretty straight through the whole thing. Left leg stays bent. Right and right. Good step for traveling. Try it on your left. Up, back, up, back, up, back, up. Faster and up. Okay, one more step I'd like to show you. Reach and turn. Breaking it down, your knees are bent. You take your right foot out without the heel touching. Turn your hip over and bring it back. Out and in, out, in. Out, bring it back. Now you're going to pivot on your left foot. Turn, in, turn. Let's add the arms. It's as if you're asking for a blessing. You step out, touching your foot, you're reaching up. Follow your hand with your eyes. Bring it back. Be careful that your left hand at this time doesn't move in front of your face. Out, in, up. And be careful not to throw your arm behind your body. Let's try it on the left. Out, in. Not too close to your chest. Turning. Okay. Now we'll go on to the rest of the video where you have more time to practice and watch the other dancers working on these movements, combining them, going back and forth. Besides thanking the fabulous dancers for helping to make this video, I would like to thank our wonderful musicians, Peter Archer, Bruce Beaton, and Jeff Reese. They have recorded the music for us to use in making this video. Thank you again for your interest and participation in keeping this dance alive. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. Please feel free to write me if you have comments or questions. I would love to hear from you. Happy dancing.